In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to change the language settings in Bitrix. This simple guide will ensure that you can navigate and use Bitrix in your preferred language, making your workflow smoother and more efficient. Let's begin with the basics of navigating to the correct area within Bitrix where you can change the language settings. First, you'll want to start by accessing the Bitrix homepage. Once you're there, direct your attention to the main feed of your Bitrix 24 account. This feed is essentially the hub of all your activity and interactions within Bitrix, where updates, messages, and notifications appear. As you're looking at your feed, you might initially feel overwhelmed by the amount of information presented, but don't worry. The option to change the language is conveniently located and not as buried in settings as one might expect. To find it, you'll need to scroll down towards the bottom left corner of the page. It's here that Bitrix has inconspicuously placed the language selection option, ensuring that it's accessible yet non-intrusive to your daily operations. Upon reaching the bottom left corner, you'll see your current language setting displayed. In this instance, let's say it's set to English. The word English itself will appear as a clickable link. This is your gateway to adjusting the language settings. Clicking on this link will open up a menu or a list of available languages that you can switch to. Bitrix supports a variety of languages, allowing users from all over the globe to customize their experience in a language they're most comfortable with. After clicking on English, take a moment to peruse the list of languages. You might be surprised at the number of options available. When you've found your preferred language in the list, simply click on it. This action will prompt Bitrix to update the interface, translating menus, options, and functionalities into the language you've selected. It's worth mentioning that this change will not affect the content created by users, such as posts or comments in the feed, but will focus solely on the interface's text. One important tip to remember is that changing the language setting in Bitrix only affects your account. This means that if you're working in a multilingual team, each member can set their own language preference without it impacting anyone else's settings. This feature is particularly useful in international organizations where team members may prefer to interact with the software in different languages. Once you've selected your new language, navigate around Bitrix to get a feel for the change. It might take a moment to adjust to seeing the interface in a new language, especially if you're used to it being in English. However, this minor adjustment period is a small price to pay for the increased comfort and efficiency you'll experience by using Bitrix in your language of choice. To summarize, changing the language in Bitrix is a straightforward process that significantly enhances user experience. Starting from the main feed, scrolling down to the bottom left, clicking on the current language, and selecting your preferred language from the list is all it takes to customize your Bitrix interface. Remember, making Bitrix work for you in the most comfortable language is key to maximizing your productivity and making your interaction with the software as seamless as possible. Thank you for watching this video. We hope this guide has been helpful in customizing your Bitrix experience to better suit your language preference. If you found this tutorial useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more helpful guides.